Question number 8. Which among the following statement is true? Exposure of silver chloride to sunlight for a long duration turns grey due to. क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है? सिल्वर क्लोराइड AgCl लाइट की प्रेजेंस में ऑन एक्सपोजर टू सनलाइट फॉर ए लॉन्ग ड्यूरेशन इट विल टर्न्स ग्रे. द रिएक्शन विल बी Ag plus Cl2. Ag is in the solid form, Cl2 is in gaseous form. So the decomposition of silver chloride takes place in this reaction. Decomposition of silver chloride forms the silver and Cl2 chlorine gas. So the formation of silver by the decomposition of silver chloride as per the option number 1, as per the statement of the first statement, it is correct. Second is sublimation of silver chloride. There is no sublimation which is going to be present in the given reaction, so it will be wrong. Decomposition of chlorine gas from silver chloride. Decomposition of the chlorine gas is formed, not the decomposition, so it will be wrong. Oxidation of silver chloride. Here decomposition of silver chloride gives silver that is in zero oxidation state, and in case of silver chloride it is present in +1 oxidation state. So AgCl has Ag positive and Ag on the right hand side is present in zero oxidation state. So there is a gain of electron. So +1 to 0 is the decrease in oxidation number, and decrease in oxidation number is the reduction, not the oxidation. So there is not the oxidation here, there is a reduction of silver chloride from Ag positive to Az. So the statement 1 only is the correct answer of this question is A. Now the question number 9. Solid calcium oxide, that is CaO. Calcium oxide is CaO. Reacts vigorously with water, it means plus water, to form calcium hydroxide, that is CaOH twice. This CaOH twice is the slaked lime and lime water, and a solution of calcium hydroxide is called lime water also. While mixing the calcium oxide with water, there is the elimination of the amount of heat. If there is the amount of heat that is released during the chemical reaction, that chemical reaction is the exothermic chemical reaction. Exothermic chemical reaction. And so the amount of energy is released during the exothermic reactions. Two kind of data is given here, that is related to the exo and endothermic reaction, that is related to heat, and second is given as per the pH of the given solution or the resulting solution, that is less than 7 or more than 7. If our solution is basic, that is CaOH twice, then its pH would be more than 7. But if the solution is acidic, then pH should be less than 7. So the combination of the two information, that is exothermic reaction, and resulting pH of the solution will be more than 7, that is 2 and 3 will be our answer. So 2 and 3 is present in the option number B. Now the next question is barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate. Barium chloride is BaCl2 reacting with ammonium sulfate NH4 twice SO4 forms barium sulfate BaSO4. It is present in the solid form or in the form of a precipitate, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. This is our reaction. Which of the following correctly represents the type of the reaction involved? So first of all, this is a reaction that is a neutralization reaction, also double displacement reaction where mutual displacement of the species takes place, and also the reaction of precipitation in which BaSO4, that is a solid form, solid insoluble precipitate is formed here. So our data is displacement, no, it is a double displacement. Precipitation, yes, this is precipitation. Combination, no, this is not a combination reaction. Or it is a double displacement reaction, yes. So the displacement, no, displacement is not there. Precipitation and double displacement 2 and 4 is present in our option number D, that is our answer. Next question is question number 11. Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction. The mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated during electrolysis of water is. Let us do the decomposition reaction of water. So water H2O decomposed into H2 plus O2, and 2 molecules of water changes into 2 molecules of hydrogen gas and 1 molecule of oxygen. So the ratio, molar ratio of the hydrogen and oxygen gases are 2 moles and 1 moles. So the ratio will be 2:1. Question number 12. Which of the following is an endothermic process or the processes? If more than 2 statements are given which follows the endothermic process, then we can use the endothermic processes. Okay, dilution of acid और द सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड विच इज़ अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड. जब हम किसी स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड को डाइल्यूट करते हैं तो उसमें अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिलीज़ होती है. सो अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज़ रिलीज ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस. द प्रोसेस विल बी exothermic, not the endothermic. So this is not. Second is the sublimation of dry ice. Sublimation जो है, sublimation is the process in which solid form of the substance changes into gaseous form. So there is the absorption of amount of heat in the melting as well as in the evaporation. So but here the direct conversion of the solid into vapor phase or the gaseous phase leads to the absorption of the gas, absorption of the amount of heat. So it is the endothermic process. Condensation of water vapors. Condensation is the reverse of the evaporation. So the evaporation of water needs the amount of energy that is absorbed by the liquid molecules to be changes into the water vapors. So evaporation of water requires amount of energy, and it goes to the endothermic process. So the combination of 4 and 2 is the answer, that is option number D. Question number 13. In the double displacement reaction between aqueous potassium iodide and potassium iodide is Ki, and aqueous lead nitrate, that is PbNO3 twice, a yellow precipitate of lead iodide, that is PbI2, is formed along with the side product, and side product will be KNO3, potassium nitrate. We can balance the equation as per the suitability. So while performing the activity, if lead nitrate is not available, which of the following can be used in place of the lead nitrate? So we can use the compound of lead, that is lead sulfate or lead acetate, but lead sulfate is insoluble, that cannot form the aqueous solution and dissociated into ions that can lead to the products of the ions, that is to be decomposed. So we can use the lead acetate, that is the answer of this question number 13. Question number 14. Which of the following gases can be used for storage of fresh sample of an oil for a long time? So we can say that storage of the fresh sample of an oil for a long time, which gases are used here as a preservative? So the gases should be the inert gases like helium to provide inert atmosphere to prevent from oxidation, and the nitrogen in combination with helium, that is to be used for the storage of fresh sample for the long time to prevent from the oxidation. So this is a question from oxidation of food or the rancidity. So the preservatives which are used for the food materials by providing the inert atmosphere to prevent it from the oxidation. Next is the question number 15. The following reaction is used for the preparation of oxygen gas in the laboratory. The compound given here is potassium chloride, KClO3, present in the form of a solid. By supplying heat in the presence of a catalyst, it will be changes into KCl, that is potassium chloride, and oxygen molecule. Here is simply a decomposition reaction. Here the decomposition of the KClO3 gives KCl, potassium chloride, and oxygen gas. So first of all, this is a decomposition reaction, and by the supply of heat, it is endothermic in nature also. Now the second point says that it is a combination reaction. No, this is not a combination. Here decomposition takes place. Next, it is a decomposition reaction, okay, accompanied by the release of heat, but here is the no amount of heat that is released in the form of an arrow, but here the amount of energy is required during the chemical reaction, that is in the presence of heat, that can be taken as thermochemical decomposition. So this is also wrong, and option number D says that it is a photochemical decomposition. In case of the photochemical decomposition, here the amount of energy used, that should be in the presence of photon. So the correct answer is only A for the given question, that is, it is a decomposition reaction that decomposes into KCl, potassium chloride and oxygen molecule. So the correct answer is A for this question. Question number 16 is asking, which one of the following processes involve chemical reactions? Simply, the chemical reaction involves the chemical changes. Chemical changes involve the formation of new substance, and physical processes gives the interconversion of the physical state only. Let us check the answer. Storing of oxygen gas under pressure in a gas cylinder. It means gas is stored in a gas cylinder simply, so we can simply liquefy the gas, or the liquefaction of air. Here the air is also in the form of gases which can be liquefied under high pressure and low temperature. Keeping petrol in a china dish in an open, it will be vaporized after some time, so there is a change in the physical state, that from liquid to vapor. And last one is the heating copper wire, that is CuO, in the presence of air, that is oxygen, at high temperature it will be changes into CuO, copper oxide, that is black in color. So this here is a chemical change. So the chemical change leads to the formation of a chemical reaction, and chemical reaction, this process involves the chemical reaction. So the right answer is a heating copper wire in the presence of air at high temperature. That is our answer. Question number 17. In which of the following chemical equations given here, the abbreviations represent the correct states of the reactant and products involved at reaction temperature? It means the normal temperature pressure. Let us find out. So the physical state, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas combines to form water, H2O. Simply, if we pressurize the water, it will be present in the form of liquid. Otherwise, at normal conditions, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas combines to form water in the form of gas. That should be our answer. And I know you are thinking about this answer. Under high temperature, under high pressure, and the water is present in the form of liquid. Simply, under normal conditions, normal reaction temperature, it will be present in the form of gas. So the answer is D. Next is the question number 18 and last question of this video. Which of the following are combination reactions? So combination reactions, out of these following 4 reactions, which one is the combination reaction? You know very well. The combination reaction is the reaction in which the combination of the two substances take place. So first of all, KClO3, potassium chlorate, decomposes into potassium chloride and oxygen, so it is not a combination reaction. Second, magnesium oxide and water combines to form magnesium hydroxide, that is milk of magnesia, that is a combination reaction. Next is aluminium, in the presence of oxygen forms alumina, that is also a combination reaction. Next, zinc along with the ferrous sulfate gives zinc sulfate and iron, that is a displacement reaction. This is not a combination reaction. So the option D includes the statement 1, statement 2 and 3 of the chemical reactions which are following the combination reaction. That is the right answer, D. Thanks for watching the video. So stay tuned with the real रसायन।